Alright guys, this is Mark with Ozzy's Garage. I'm back with another video for you. And today I will be kind of showing you my 2002 Pontiac Grand Prix. I'll go over a list of modifications that I've done, as well as how I acquired the vehicle. Like I said, in a previous video, I had told you guys that I have had this car for 6 years now. 6 years of ownership. Have been great so far. If you ever want a first car, I would recommend anything with a 3800. But without further ado, I will stop talking and I will do all the showing for you guys. I'll show you this car and we'll go from there. Alright, so this is my 2002 Pontiac Grand Prix GTP. I'm sitting at about 195,000 miles. My ABS light's on. That's something for a future video. But I installed this limited edition gauge cluster from a 2003 Pontiac Grand Prix. So it's got the carbon fiber look to it. Other than that, to change that odometer, there's just a couple bolts on the backside to change that, so the mileage is accurate on this car. I got head-up display as well. Traction control lights on because the ABS light's on. Stock stereo, stock Bose speakers and amp. All I gotta say is it sounds fantastic. Dual climate control, which works fantastic. The dash is cracked, being an Arizona car, and it's got cracks. I will have to address that at some point. Seats aren't terrible. Seat bottoms need help. Sunroof, which does work. Yeah, back seat is in pretty good shape. No, only one small tear right there on the seat bottom. All the gray. And without further ado, we'll go to the outside of the vehicle and I'll show you. All right. So there it is. I did a lot of things to this car. First thing you'll notice, I installed these special edition roof rails from a 2001 special edition car. As you can see, Arizona oxidation on the paint. Pretty typical for something that's been sitting outside. More oxidation on the roof. I tried buffing it out, but it just seems to keep coming back. It's actually getting worse, even with the car in the garage. And then the next thing is this SLP GTX hood. It's got cracking. Paint's not good on it. I actually drove up to Chicago 2 years ago and I picked it up. I think I paid like $200 for it or something like that. Where the latches is cracked. That's why I'm using these hood release pins, as well as to prevent this hood from falling apart. They tend to fall apart whenever with age, and they tend to crack. I got Mustang GT wheels with GXP brakes all the way around, 12.7-inch rotors in the front, dual piston calipers, and then I got 12-inch rotors in the rear, as well as BMR trailing arms, tubular trailing arms. I have ZZP's 1-inch rear sway bar as well. And then back here, again, more with the special edition. I have a special edition spoiler. It's also the same as a Daytona 500 from 2000 model year. And it's also the same as the 2002 40th anniversary models. Also have the same spoiler. And I have aftermarket tail lights, and same thing again, special edition exhaust tips. I mean, overall this car isn't in bad shape. Issues with the paint. It only has a couple door dings on it. Nothing too bad. Without further ado, I will pop the hood for you. Got these pins. If I could find my hood release. All right, so here is the mighty supercharged 3800. I have a strut tower brace from ZZP. I did a Gen 5 Eaton M90 swap with the L67 throttle body adapter. But one of my future videos will be installing a North Star throttle body. It'll help get a little bit more air going through the intake. Then I also have, if you can see it down there, ZZP's short stack intercooler. To make that work, I used their injector spacers. I have stock injectors. I'm running a 3.3-inch supercharger pulley. And a 4-inch fender well intake that I had to cut to make fit. And you can see the intercooler down there in the front. Front bumper has a crack right there. I will be replacing the front bumper at some point whenever I decide to fix the paint on this car. I also have black housing for my headlights. Other than that, the car is tuned. It has a ZZP tune on it. Nothing too crazy. A little extra fuel. A little bit more timing. The car is running between 10 and 12 pounds of boost. And then one more thing on this hood. In order to tell it is a real, genuine SLP hood, it will have a serial number in the bottom right hand corner when you open the hood. And as you can see, there's my serial number. It does make a difference. Because I sold a lot of these on eBay, I think. There was a lot of reproductions of these hoods. It needs a lot of fiberglass work here. Along the latch is pretty bad. It needs to be fixed. It's riveted, but it needs more fiberglass work here. That's going to be something for a future video. I did just get a rear strut tower brace. I'll install that later. Other than that, I haven't really had to do a whole lot of major work on this car. other than maintenance. The transmission has also been rebuilt previously. I rebuilt it when I bought it. I bought this car with a bad transmission. I bought the car with 140,000 miles. Rebuilt the transmission. Had a shop do it. I didn't rebuild one at the time. But yeah, I will. Otherwise, inside this car, it's pretty clean for the most part. So, but yeah, this car has been definitely a project over the last 6 years. It's never left me stranded. Nothing. I think I discussed that in the last video. Apart from all of the issues, as far as if I had any installation problems, never really had any installation problems of modifications. They always seem to go on pretty easy. Parts for this car are cheap. Everything, 3800s in general are really easy to work on. That's why I would recommend it as a first car. If you were to buy a first car, reliable, parts are cheap, insurance is cheap, and you can have a lot of fun. But I guess one more thing I forgot, I didn't show you guys underneath either. The car's rust free. Let me see if I can show you guys real quick while I'm here with you. Alright, so a little bit underneath the car again. Being a rust-free car, honestly, it's pretty noticeable. It's kind of hard to see. It's pretty clean. They tend to rot out here. And this car is solid. They also rot out in the strut tower, strut towers, in the rear strut towers. They tend to rot out, especially the 1997 to 2000 model years, because they did not have a rear fender liner. So, but again, this car is lowered. It's on 1.5-inch ZZP lowering springs, KYB XLG struts. The car handles really well too, with the 1-inch rear sway bar and solid front sway bar. It handles really nicely for a big car that is. It weighs almost 3,800 pounds, 3,600 pounds or so. It's definitely pretty quick and fun to drive. Without further ado, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.